Hey folks, we're going to get out here and finally get to put some rounds through the LCP Max. Picked this up around Christmas time, right after a heck of a deal, $239 I think it was, something like that on Grab-A-Gun or Palmetto. I think it was Grab-A-Gun I bought it from, because when she looked at the shipping taxes and everything else, it was cheaper on Grab-A-Gun than Palmetto by like $8-10, but could have got it either way. But $239, picked up some mags. I'm going to be running some 380 ammo, 95 grain metal case, and then after that some hand loads. These are some V-Crown 90 grains with 4.3 grains of CFE pistol. So we're going to see how this baby runs. Alright, let's see where we're at 25. First shots. Okay, not good. Wow, they're going left. They shoot low and left. That's about what I was seeing online. We're going to try another target. That's interesting. So it shoots left. I was aiming for right here. Now that we know where it's going, let's see if I can hit. Yeah, it's hard to hit because it's low and left. Gets really bad back here at 25. Alright, well that's a bummer that I'm gonna have to adjust the sights or send it back, but let's run some more through it. See how it runs closer. It is way off. All right, so we're at about maybe, I don't know what this would be, maybe 10 yards, maybe. So let's see where we're hitting at. We're at center mass. Okay, so that's 12 shots. And that Ruger is what we're getting. So aiming for here, and that's where my shots are hitting. This will be quite a bit closer, almost maybe 5 yards. I'm going to aim for the alpha. And at 5 yards, that's where my shots are going. Which is accurate, roughly 10 again. I just want to see where we're going. Yeah, the further back I go, the worse it is. So this was 10, this is maybe 10, 12 rounds, but you can see I got some bad shots here, but groups there, 5 yards, low left, I was aiming here. There's 15. We're going to shoot at the target on the end here that I had already shot at. High A. That's almost 125 rounds or so through it. I don't even know where those went. They went down into the wood. It's just terrible. Again, for review, aiming here, first group there, aiming here, this was at 10-ish, aiming here, a little further back, maybe 12 yards, all there. This was in close, about 7 yards, all there. 5 yards, aiming here. Some SIG V crown, just doing some speed or some tests on this one. We're going to aim same spot, top A. Okay. Shooting low left. Further back, same SIG V crown. Well, those came up a little bit. Or the Remington, going for, I'm going to shoot for the actual A. And that's got a little kick to it. And that's really interesting. Really interesting. More of the SIG type ammo. V crown, hollow points. Okay, is it me? All right, more hollow points. Well, shooting left. Well, accuracy was a real bummer through the LCP Max. I'm going to have to send it back to Ruger, probably. I mean, I could mess with it, but since it's brand new, I thought I'll just send it back to them. let them fix it. So I'm going to try some of my hand loads just to get a chronograph sort of get a chronograph reading on how this LCP will do with these rounds. These are 90 grain V crown CFE 22 or CFE pistol 4.3 grains. So I just want to see. I'm not going to be hoping for much on accuracy, but let's see what we get in terms of chronograph. Well, maybe
911.
Oh, 911. Huh?
854. 825. 889. 858.
So if I aim way to the right, which I could probably drift adjust the sights to get that fixed and not send it back, but they're still low.
853. 791.
Ooh, that was low. I'll put one more through. A lot of rounds through this gun.
784.
That's pretty bad too. Let's try it on.
812.
Okay. This is the Remington UMC 380 ammo chronographed.
875. 856. 877. 859. 862.
Okay. That'll be good. Well, folks, we're cleaning up after range session, and I just want to talk about this Ruger. So I'm going to try something different before I send it back. I could drift that front sight or the rear to fix the fact that it's shooting left, but to fix that it's shooting low, I would have to probably lower the front or raise the rear. Raising the rear would be a little harder because you'd have to add material, which I'm not going to do. Lowering the front would be possible, and I'll show you why. If I can get a good light source for you. Let's see here, maybe this will be the better one. Let's put this light source down, and we will put this over the top, and I will show you. You can see this. There is a significant gap on that front sight. You can see the daylight there. I mean, that's a lot of daylight. And not only is there a lot of daylight there, but if you look at the channel where the sight goes, there's daylight there too, which speaks to me of a quality control issue. As you can see here, there's daylight under the front sight and under the back of the front sight. There's daylight in the dovetail. And so the other thing about this sight setup is I wanted to try the sight combination, the white tritium and the black rear. What I found is that for me, quick acquisition was kind of hard because of the white. So by contrast, these are the sight configurations I generally go with. As you can see there, that's a off different color than the rear. The rears would be blacked out tritium. And on my CZ and a lot of other pistols, Glocks and others, I have an orange front and a tritium rear. So they had on sale bodyguard sights that will fit this pistol, and I will have blacked out tritium rear and a tritium front with an orange ring, and I think they were $71. 75 shipped. So there's where Ruger gets you, is the upgrade for the sights is going to cost me 70 something bucks. So now we're into the 300 range for the pistol, which is fine. I don't care. I want this thing to run well, but that front sight's pretty amazing that there's such a gap there. And I noticed it the other night when I was looking at it. So we are going to wait till those sights get here. Should be here in a couple days. I'm going to remove these two from the dovetail. I'm going to put the new ones in. I'm going to check with the laser bore sighter to see if we're close. And we'll take it to the range and put some more rounds through it. It's currently sitting at 250-ish rounds through it, maybe. I'll have to count from the video, but quite a few rounds through it. It's run, flawlessly with, I think there was maybe one issue, but I want to tell you, I brought this thing out without oiling it or cleaning it, took it straight to the range, and it ran great. The only problem we had was with the sights. So we're going to remedy that, and we'll see how she does. Well, after taking this baby apart and doing some cleaning on it, I do want to say there's some pretty cool things about it from a design feature. It's a pretty thin barrel, which is, the LCPs have those thin barrels. That pin's all that's holding it together. It's a dual capture spring. The trigger, which I don't mind the trigger on this gun. People complain about it, and it's not exactly a light, but no problems for me. There's some interesting design stuff in here. Hammer fired, internally hammer fired gun. The slide, I love the fact that it's stainless and it cleans up good. This thing was filthy, almost 300 rounds or 200 plus. The only problem with it is that front sight, which is really a bummer. But I don't even like that white on black contrast, so I'm going to go with a different color and see how it works. But for the money, yeah, interesting gun. And another thing I found interesting is it fits my car P380 holsters, which is very strange. So the slide looks very familiar to a car P380 slide, and then it uses bodyguard sights. So we'll see how she runs when we get the sights on it. But it's a the other thing I wanted to show you, I got some pretty good scars on my hand, and I got a trigger blister. Not sure if it's from this gun. I shot 4 guns and about 500 rounds the other day, but one thing I will say is this little guy kicks. I thought people were over exaggerating online, and I shot my P365 380 and this one side by side, and you can notice a huge difference between that gun and the recoil and this gun and the recoil. It's 380. It's not insane. It's sort of like a plus P38 in a very light frame in a revolver, but it's there, and you feel it. So I found that the difference between ammo and the difference between the two guns was pretty good. 90 grain and 95 grain, I could tell a slight difference in the gun. And by the way, I also fed a ton of hollow point through this, and different profiled hollow points, because I had basically a bunch of extra hollow points that were different manufacturers, mostly V-Crown from SIG, but different. And what I will say is that feed ramp, interesting design, and it ate everything I fed it. So Anyway, we'll see how these sights turn out, and we'll see if we can't get this thing on paper at 25 yards with accuracy. And if we can, then this guy may make it into the rotation as a backup gun. We'll see.